Well, hello there. Now, this is one of these boring vlogs where I just talk. So, goodbye. Now, we're just booked. Well, I have just booked our next European travels. And oh my God, the Cosmic Joker playing all the time. Now, some of you might not know who the Cosmic Joker is. Well, I'll give you a little rundown. The Cosmic Joker is the universe. The universe isn't sentient, but it has got a sense of humour, and it does like to play. Twice yesterday, perfect examples of it. Absolutely, and I know it happens. I know it happens all the time, but for some reason, you have to go. Basically, what the cosmic joke is that you will have. Things will work out. Things will be neutral and or be good. I think even good. I think even better if you try. The only trouble is sometimes it can take you to such dark places when you're trying to do something, such hardship that the thing that stops it is that you in the end you say, I just can't be bothered anymore. I just can't take it anymore. And you do that, and as long as the joke has been had, you suddenly look back and go, it's actually better. It's a lot better. This happened with the flights. It happened with the hotel. The hotel was unbelievable. A con. I was trying to be scammed on Airbnb. Anyway, I'll get started at the beginning. Where we're going? Well, we're going to Cologne in Germany. And I'm very excited. Cologne looks the most amazing city. A fantastic cathedral. Just tens, 20s of museums, art galleries. There's so many things. We're not so much into art galleries. I like them. They're fine. They're lovely. But I'm more into history and visiting places. Rather than seeing somebody's image of a place or somebody's image of a person. But don't get me wrong, I do love them. Tina doesn't like them so much because she's scared of the ones with eyes. So any portrait she doesn't like because she thinks they're going to wink at her. Anyway, so we're going to Cologne. Unbelievably, we are travelling from Newquay. So basically a 45-minute drive down the road to a tiny little airport, a complete non-stop flight to Dusseldorf, and then from Dusseldorf it's a 50-minute train trip to Cologne. So how easy is that? Unbelievably easy. And cheap, really. Well, I said, we went with this company called eDream. Don't use them. It's not a scam at all, but basically they just add on so much. They were the cheapest flight, and then everything was an add-on. Everything. Even if you wanted confirmation email, it was an add-on. I just had a bell. I've got to go. I'll be back in a sec. Yes, he's just on the loo, so I'm in the shop for a minute. But yeah, so basically, the flight started off at £98 each return. It was brilliant, fantastic. By the time you put all the add-ons, it was £401. Anyway, by the Cosmic Joker, I accidentally put a O instead of a 1 on my PIN number when I was doing the number. And it meant that my bank, those aren't my numbers, by the way. I'm not going to give you away one of those numbers. I'm very clever here. It's actually 5. Oh, shit. But, yes, so the actual, so I put the PIN number in at the back wrong, the 3-digit number wrong, and my bank disallowed that one, obviously. So I did it again straight away, and they froze my account completely. So the payment wouldn't go through. So I would have paid £401. In the end, I went through booking.com, got everything that I got with the other one, in fact better, because we're actually going with putting the luggage in the hold. What I find is easier, just because you don't have, it's getting on the flight, you just got your hand luggage, you don't have to worry about trying to get, there's never enough room up top, is there? So it's so much easier, and it adds an half an hour just waiting for you, but it's more relaxed, it's easy, beautiful, I don't mind it at all. Easier and cheaper. So it worked out with Booking.com at £332, so 70 quid cheaper. Was brilliant, lovely. So that was all good. But then from there, before that, sorry, I booked. So yes, I've done this wrong, Van. We didn't do that. That's the flights anyway, so that was lovely. So yeah, so nice to go. Like I said, you can go directly into Cologne, but that's from London. And believe it or not, that was to do that flight. I checked at that flight, and it was 222 quid. So it was only actually £110 cheaper. But I would have to travel. It would be 2 days travel. So you know, so much cheaper and so easy. It's going to be fantastic. So excited. But yeah, so the accommodation. So I looked on the map, and there's a lovely little sweet spot in Cologne between the train station bridge and the next bridge, and it's the old quarter. It looks brilliant. I can hear Tini come down now, so I'm going to take you back upstairs again. I'll be back in a minute. So yes, right, here I am, back again. So basically the accommodation, oh my God, that was murder. I remember this is the first time that I've sought this out on my own. We've always had Faddy to do it for us. So this is the first time I've really done it all my own, and without any help. And I don't know if you know, because you probably got those magical things in your pockets that actually take away the knowledge that the computers don't work. We really are in a mess. They don't work half the time, and you don't notice. I notice it all the time. They don't work. Anyway, I'm waffling. So basically, this sweet spot between the lock bridge, that I like to call it, loads of locks on it. I haven't been here yet. I've just been Googling, and the other bridge in between there, and it's like the old city part of it, and it looks great. And we're virtually in the middle of that spot, 30-40 yards away from the Rhine River, and the Rhine River along Cologne is fantastic. It's got these promenades, absolutely beautiful. So I thought it's just perfect, absolutely perfect. Train station, 5-minute walk, absolutely fantastic. All the museums, everything so close, brilliant. So I paid a third of it, and all booked in. Great, lovely, great dates, fantastic. And then I got an email from him. He had 24 hours to agree, and he emailed me. He said, "Thanks." So I left a message saying, "Looking forward to it. Great location, great." And he emailed me back saying, "Yes, it's a lovely location. Would you like an invoice?" And I said, "Yes, please." And then he emailed me back saying, "I'll try. I'll have to go to my office." I don't know, it's a strange thing to say. And I emailed him back saying, "Doesn't matter, that's fine, I don't need it. Just wanted it really to keep as a memento of the holiday. We put a memory box." So he then emailed me back saying, "Address on photograph of kitchenette." So I looked, and there's a new picture being added of the kitchen. It's an apartment, by the way. We want to go to an apartment so we can go and do the supermarkets and all that, because I love doing that. And the actual there was a web page address, so I thought, well, it can't be that. So I thought maybe he's given me the address of the location, so we've got exact location, so we can see exactly where it is. So because it's always within 20-30 yards of the place, isn't it? So I actually Google Mapped. I emailed him back saying, "Sorry, which one? I can't see it." And then he directed me to this email address, so to this web page. So I went to put it in, and straight away my computer came up saying, "Warning, unsafe site, don't go on it." So I thought, well, it's got to be a scam. It's got to be a scam, and I looked into it, and they do say that sometimes people get you to pay outside of Airbnb, and then charge you inside as well, so you get a double whammy. Or somebody's, and this is rarer, somebody's hijacked his page and is actually sending you to put money into something, and of course you haven't paid for anything, you haven't got it. So I thought I'd get in touch with Airbnb. Now, this is the first time I've used them. I set up the account the night before, or Ben did for me. So. And they bloody... Oh, anyway, what a palaver. They did get it sorted out in the end. They did cancel it. And I could have cancelled it myself, really. But they did actually flag it up as something odd and, and no worries. And this morning he emailed me again saying, don't you want it? And I thought, no, I don't. Anyway, so we had booked the flights by this time. So I thought, all right, I've got the flights. I've now got nowhere to stay. Let's see if we can find somewhere to stay. That's going to work. And I must admit, I completely lost it in the end. I was screaming at the camera, the actual computer, because it just kept on caking. It's like, oh yeah, in the meantime, there is a very good theme park just outside Cologne called Phantasialand. And Phantasialand it wins awards for its best theming in the world. Really is a top-class world theme park. And so we're going to go there one day. We're there for 7 days, so we've got enough time to go there for one day. And I went to book that, and the bank refused me, has locked me out again. I haven't even got round to actually sorting it out yet. This is yesterday, because I had a blowout in the end. Anyway, I then last night, me and T sat down and just started looking through the hotels, and I said, I don't want a hotel. I don't want to be in a thing where I'm there in a room. I want somewhere where I can actually have, have the kitchenette, be able to go out when we want, come back when we want, be able to go and buy local foods, and bring them back, and make picnics, do all these lovely things that we really enjoy. So we looked at another apartment, and it was on the other side of the river, but oh dear, it looked very tired, the place did, and the questions that did he ask straight away? Oh, that's right. I started putting information in, and I put in, and you need to say what time you were going to get there, so he could be there to let you in, and then what time you were leaving, so he could be there to let you out. And I thought, oh, this is not what I want. The other place just had a key lock. So again, we looked a little bit further, and then in the end, we found a place. I can't remember what they called it. It's an apartment hotel. I mean, it's about 500 yards away from the Rhine, so not too far, just on the outskirts of the old town. And it was actually cheaper. It was £20 more expensive than the first one, and £30 cheaper than the other. So, and it works out at just over £90 a night. Well, I think it's brilliant for two of us, And what's great about it, it's actually basically, as the name suggests, apartment hotel. It's got, each room has got its own kitchenette and dining area, but it also, and obviously bathroom, but it's also got downstairs, it's got a restaurant, a gym, it's got a lounge area, it's 24-hour actual reception. So I just thought, for our first time travelling on our own, so much easier just to be able to get there, and they're open 24/7. I can just book in, get in, do it. Leave early in the morning. Fine, brilliant. No hassles, no problems. So that's what we've got. But, it did take a thing. But then I looked at transport. And again, unfortunately, Germany does fantastic transport packages for cities. 5 year can travel for around about 85 quid. For 5 days, 7 days, and just go around on every transport available. This one's a little bit different, and the main thing is you can't buy the tickets at the moment on the internet. So I've got to get them there. But a normal train ticket for 5 days in Cologne is 36 quid, and you can go on buses, train, underground, trams, the work. The trams and the underground are the same, really. But what's brilliant about it, the Route 18, just 8-minute walk around the corner from the hotel is the underground entrance, and that takes us everywhere. It takes us a direct line to the actual station for the theme park, There's a lovely house, can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, that I want to go, French sort of gardens, absolutely beautiful. That's at the end of that line. You do have to pay a little bit more to get all the way, but only a little bit more, I think. They've got, and then we can go all the way to the botany gardens, and then walk back from there. So it's about a 3 mile walk back along the Vine, back from there. But we can actually use the train tickets, and it's right on our doorstep. Everywhere we want to go, it's just get on, and there we go. Where we wouldn't have had that in the place, we would have had to gone into the actual main train station every time. So it's just a bit more hassle. So it's actually worked out really well. The actual the nearest supermarket is just around the corner. It's perfect. It's perfect. So anyway, that's what we're doing. We're going in early May, and we're going for 7 nights. And like I said, flying from Newquay. Oh, that's going to be fantastic. So there we go. So I haven't even finished putting in the vlogs on from Krakow yet. I've got about another 3 or 4 of those to do. But it will give us lots of more vlogs over May that are going to be more interesting than this shit. Anyway, I am waffling now. It's time to say goodbye.